There's something unusual happening in Hollywood right now, and it's not about a movie, an album, or a tour. It's about what happens when a celebrity stops being seen as just an entertainer and starts being treated like a lightning rod for every cultural argument happening at the same time. And whether people support her or criticize her, Billie Eilish has become exactly that. This situation didn't explode overnight. It built slowly like pressure forming beneath the surface until one moment pushed everything into the open. An award show appearance that should have been predictable suddenly became unpredictable. A few words turned into headlines. Headlines turned into debates. Debates turned into sides. And once people pick sides on the internet, the story stops being about facts and starts being about identity. Some defended her fiercely. Others rejected what she said entirely. Most people weren't even reacting to the full context, just short clips circulating online, stripped of nuance, designed for maximum emotional reaction. But here's the part nobody talks about. In the modern fame cycle, backlash doesn't just come from what you say. It comes from how you respond afterward. Every follow-up appearance, every interview, every social media post becomes fuel either calming the situation or intensifying it. In this case, each new development seemed to pour gasoline on the fire. Statements were interpreted in the harshest possible way. Jokes were treated like declarations. Silence was treated like confirmation. And suddenly, a music career that had been defined by artistic success was being overshadowed by a non-stop controversy loop. Behind closed doors, this creates a nightmare scenario for brands. Companies don't partner with celebrities because they love them. They partner because they represent stability and mass appeal. When a celebrity becomes polarizing, stability disappears. Marketing teams start asking uncomfortable questions. Will audiences react negatively? Will campaigns get hijacked by online debates? Will the brand itself become part of the controversy? Some partnerships quietly fade away before the public even realizes they existed. Others continue, hoping the storm passes. And one of those ongoing projects placed Billie Eilish in a situation that perfectly illustrates the new reality of fame. A large-scale commercial shoot in a highly visible location. On paper, it sounded like a controlled production, choreographed movements, camera crews, lighting setups, rehearsed timing. But there was one factor nobody could fully control: the public. Tourists, fans, critics, curious bystanders, all drawn by the possibility of witnessing something unscripted, because controversy attracts attention in a way success alone never could. What followed wasn't chaos in the dramatic sense, no dramatic confrontation, no single explosive moment, but something arguably more revealing. Noise, shouting from a distance, cheering mixed with criticism, questions thrown toward the stage that weren't part of the production. Filming slowed, security tightened, tension crept into an environment that was supposed to feel celebratory. And in that moment, the invisible barrier between celebrity and audience felt thinner than ever. Because fame today doesn't come with distance anymore. It comes with constant proximity. Anyone with a phone can become part of the story. Anyone recording from the sidelines can shape the narrative afterward. Eventually, production continued. Scenes were completed. Schedules adjusted. But the atmosphere had already changed. And that atmosphere matters because it reflects something deeper happening across the entertainment industry. Audiences are no longer passive consumers. They are participants. They react in real time. They organize opinions instantly. They amplify moments that would have disappeared a decade ago. For artists like Billie Eilish, who built their identity on honesty and emotional openness, that environment is both empowering and dangerous. The same authenticity that made her relatable also makes her vulnerable to interpretation. Supporters see courage. Critics see provocation. Neutral observers see a spectacle. Meanwhile, other celebrities watch closely from the sidelines, learning what happens when fame intersects with controversy at maximum speed. Because in Hollywood, every public incident becomes a lesson for everyone else. Do you stay silent and risk appearing indifferent? Do you speak out and risk making things worse? Do you pivot back to your craft and hope audiences move on? History shows there's no guaranteed formula. Some careers survive storms stronger than this. Some never fully recover. Some transform completely, emerging with a new identity that reshapes public perception. What makes this moment different is the scale of attention. Social media doesn't just report events, it magnifies them. A single clip can reach millions before context catches up. A rumor can travel faster than a correction. An emotional reaction can define the narrative before facts even surface. And once a narrative solidifies, changing it becomes incredibly difficult. So where does this leave Billie Eilish? Some argue she'll emerge stronger, supported by a loyal fan base that values her willingness to speak openly. Others believe the controversy has permanently shifted how mainstream audiences see her. But the truth is probably somewhere in between. Because celebrity reputations aren't fixed, they evolve. And sometimes the biggest turning points in a career don't come from planned releases or award wins, they come from unexpected moments that force reinvention. If there's one consistent rule in entertainment, it's this: attention is unpredictable. The same spotlight that elevates someone can also expose them. The same audience that celebrates authenticity can also challenge it. And the same industry that builds stars can distance itself when things become complicated. Right now, Billie Eilish stands at that intersection between admiration and criticism, influence and controversy, artistic identity and public perception. What happens next will likely define the next phase of her career more than any single song or performance. Because this isn't just about one incident. It's about the reality of modern fame where every moment is amplified, every reaction is recorded, and every decision becomes part of a larger story. A story that the public helps write in real time. And in an era where narratives change overnight, the only certainty is that the spotlight never stays still for long.